Hi, it's Matt here for Newsshooter.com at NAB 2014, and I'm back at the Atomos booth with Jeromy. Now, Jeromy, we saw the Shogun yesterday, and now we've got something else here. This is the Ninja Star. Now, this is a completely new product, very different from what you've been doing before. Tell me what this one does.
Okay, so we got a lot of requests from event guys who are using a GoPro and a Ninja up in the corner or in some extreme, they're putting a Ninja in their backpack. Helicopters, you know, the boom that's happened with them in the last, 2 or 3 years. Those guys are like, it's a bit heavy on my smaller ones that I use all the time. I can use it on the bigger ones, the Ninja, but so we're like, all right, enough. Let's give you something that you can use. This is 100 grams. It's a screenless Ninja version. It's 180 with the battery. So in ounces, that's 5 ounces. So 3.5 ounces without the battery. And we've got lots of mounting options. We've really thought hard about that. You can check our website for those options. But yeah, you've got your traditional record, play, next and previous. Everything's LED based, so very simple and you can see it from a distance. No screen on it because then it becomes a whole nother beast. And we've got the screen version. You can buy that if you want a monitor. So it's for everyone who wants ProRes recording but doesn't need the monitor. If you bought a monitor, a small HD monitor 3 years ago because they were the U-Boot thing and you love your monitor, no problem. Just stick this on the back of it. Or on the tripod stand, you can wrap it round. We've got rubberized mounting options that come in the box. We've really thought long and hard about it. It records to CFast. And we only need CFast Gen 1, so they're actually quite affordable. Even on Amazon right now, you can pick them up for like $300 for 128 gig. Whereas the Gen 2 is much more expensive. You're talking $1,200 for the same thing. But we don't need that speed because this is HD only. It's the same recording as the Ninja Blade and Samurai Blade, which for 90% of shooting today, we all love 4K and it's all great. But in reality, we're going to be delivering in HD for a very long time. And you're not going to just completely buy a new kit tomorrow. And this is for every camera that you have that's already HD for the last 10 years. You can now upgrade it to ProRes for $295.
And is there any type of sort of lock-off system, or how do you know that it's actually recording? Is there any type of system that...
Okay, so this button here, and I could get a cable and show you, this button here flashes red. So now it's ready to record. We don't have a lock signal. Yep. This is 3.2 pull down, so it's got 3.2 pull down on it. Here if you hold this down, you just change the recording format that you've got. This tells you the time left on the disc. This tells you the battery level and full battery. And when there's audio coming in, this is your audio level, as you can see, -30, -20, 12, 0 and 6, and they change color as they go up. You've got HDMI micro in and out, HD, and you've got a remote control and an audio connector in one. And of course you've got the CFast. So if you hold all 4 buttons down, it locks so that you can't touch the buttons. And you got
Which is perfect if you've got it on a drone or some small little camera that might get knocked.
Record, lock. But we've also got auto detect for all of those HDMI start-stop triggers and time code that we developed with the Japanese makers. And so you see from our Shogun Sony announcement, and also you'll see a pretty interesting Panasonic announcement that I think everyone's going to be very interested in on later this morning. And I think we're going to see a lot of attention on Atomos and also a lot of attention on the camera makers, because I don't make anything that doesn't work on top of their stuff. So it's a great partnership. We're committed to that partnership. And at $295, there's nothing on the planet that's going to come close to this.
And when's this going to ship?
It'll ship the first week of May. We're already in production, and I'm happy to say that. We'll be out of our factories in that time, so it'll be in customers' hands probably mid-May. And that's a solid schedule. All the development's finished. These are working units here at the show, whereas Shogun's much earlier development because of that Sony partnership. So yeah, we're very confident to get this out in the next month.
Is there any plans to make something similar with maybe HD SDI input or not?
You could just put a Connect on the back of it and get your HD SDI. No plans at this stage, but if customers are screaming for that and they want something for their SDI cameras and they don't want to use a Connect on the back, which it's not the ideal solution, but it is a solution, then yeah, let us know, because we listen to our customers every day and that's how we get better. It's not a mistake that we're growing so quickly, it's because we're listening. And when I meet people, I'm like, tell me what's wrong with it, because we don't use it every day like you guys do. And we're not out there at the cutting edge of creative, picture production. But you guys are, so that's what we're looking for, that feedback.
So if you need any questions answered or you want to make some suggestions, Jeremy's phone number is...
You can go to our forum, you can put a question up on Twitter or Facebook, and we also, even just emailing our support line, it does come to the top. Ian and I sit down a couple of times a month and go through all the requests. We've got a very close-knit team, very efficient, small team that makes sure that we're close to the customer, and that comes right in. And every time we're looking at feature sets, we do updates every month, pretty much, sometimes 6 weeks, but usually a month. And even in those, a lot of them we can say we can do that now with our upgradable operating system. Obviously the hardware's hard to change, but in general we've offered quite a lot of features. If you remember DNX, we've got vector scopes now, we've got better audio level meters. Those are the things people are like, oh, I love it, but I don't like that. And I'm like, well, let's fix that for you so you can love it even more.
Okay, great. Now, if you want more information, go to the Atomos website, or if you're at the show, come down to the Atomos booth and check out their entire range of products.